Yo, what is good? It's your boy Ray. Quick video. I'm gonna stop swinging because this swing is very squeaky. But yes, I am on a swing at a park here in downtown Vero Beach, Florida. The ocean is maybe 100 yards away. I can smell the essence. I can smell the sharks from where I sit. Palm trees everywhere. You feel me? There's a fudge or chocolate candy place across the street, which I will be partaking in. Just because happiness comes only in the form of food, you feel me? Of course I kid. Now, today's video, I get a ton of questions, and of course I asked these same questions when I was coming in. I searched the same topics on Google and YouTube, and top 10 list of jobs. What are the best jobs to apply for in the Air Force? Well, there's no definite answer to this. The same answer I give to everyone who asked me this question. What are 10 jobs that you will list? What are 5 jobs that you will list? It comes down to your values. It comes down to what you're passionate about, what you enjoy doing, what increases your energy, where your mind comes alive. We all have different assignments on the earth. We are all different, and it's a gift. It's a gift. It's not a bad thing that you are different. So you must find what fits for you. Now, what is the best way to go about listing your jobs? What is the best way to go about researching your jobs? The most efficient way to find the 10 best jobs for you is to be in the Air Force shadowing the career field. Now, obviously, this happens after you join. This happens after you have an AFSC assigned to you, and after you graduate tech school and BMT, and now you're in the Air Force. Now you can properly investigate each career field, each AFSC properly, and see actually what they're doing day to day, because that's what you're going to be doing. The Air Force website, these commercials, it's not it. That's not the job. Half of the commercials are they're shining light on officer positions. If you're not coming in officer, why are you being inspired by a commercial that's not actually showing you what you'll be doing? So you want to have the proper perspective on what you're signing up to do, because again, you can't walk away from the Air Force. It's not a job you can quit tomorrow. It's not a job you can call in sick. This is the military at the end of the day. This is the military, and the mission must be completed, and it does get completed with or without you. So that's why I always tell people, when you come to the Air Force, you want to get what you need from the Air Force, because the Air Force will get what they want and what they need by default. By default, the Air Force will benefit from your presence, whether you like it or not, whether you are happy with your job, whether you are enjoying your everyday life. The Air Force is going to get what they want. So you might as well get what you need and get what you want based off of your goals, your ambitions, and your family, because that's what really matters at the end of the day, is you and yours. Use and yours. Now, how do you research before the Air Force? I always recommend coming in with a simple job, something simple. The reason why I recommend something simple is because your tech school will most likely be a little bit shorter. The training environment is a horrible way to view the Air Force, because it's not the Air Force. The training environment sucks. At least it did for me. Some people enjoy it. Some people come through tech school and they have a ton of friends, and they party and they drink and they enjoy tech school. I hated tech school. I had a roommate, had to share a bathroom. I still got to share a bathroom. Formation, organized PT. I hated everything about it. You had to march everywhere. You're hot and sweaty going to the DFAC, and you're marching to the DFAC. You're marching back from the DFAC. It sucks. This is my perspective. Again, this is me. Some people would love to go back to tech school. I hated tech school. Just my perspective. So if I had to go back, if I had to go through and do my recruiting process over again, I will come in as the simplest job I could find. Something that comes naturally, like driving. I would love to come in as ground transportation if I had a chance to do it all over again. Ground transportation, drive buses, drive trucks, just driving. Listen to music all day, listen to podcasts all day. If I had a chance to cross train, which is coming up, I'm trying to get into driving, because we all get paid the same at the end of the day. We all get paid the same. So why would you come in and get, if it's not a job that you're passionate about, if it's not a job that you love, you're coming in to spend a year or so in tech school if you get one of the crazy jobs, or I mean, anywhere from 6 months to a year, you're gonna spend that time in tech school. Like, you're not even relevant yet until you graduate. Like, it's a lot. So, the main concepts: you want to pick a job that's simple, simple. Don't go for the nuclear, physicist foolishness. Come and get a simple job, and then while you're in, realize the value of the Air Force, realize the value of your position, and realize that you can shadow other squadrons. I recommend admin jobs. I recommend jobs like finance, for instance. Finance will teach you about your own finances. They teach you how much you're supposed to get paid. You can check your own pay record. I personally don't like finance. I hate finance, but it's very beneficial knowledge. It helps me with my own pay. It helps me with other people's pay. Makes you valuable to the Air Force. And because I have an office job, I have flexibility in my schedule. If you come in as security forces, nothing against security forces because they have a very important job. But if you come in with a job like that where you're working 12s and 13 and 14-hour shifts and 16-hour shifts, it's not very flexible because first of all, you may be working at night and you may be asleep during the day. Well, you have to use that time during the day to take care of business, or you got to catch up on your sleep, or you got to work out. Not a lot of flexibility. And then you may be working during the week, and you maybe have awful weekends where everything is closed, where you got to take care of business while you're supposed to be sleeping during the week. It's just counterproductive. So if you come in with an admin job, a lot more flexibility in your schedule, being that you're able to go shadow other squadrons during the day. You're able to take leave a little bit more easier. You don't have to plan it as far ahead as most squadrons will, just because you have that flexibility. You're working what's basically a civilian job, and you have the flexibility in schedule. You're off on weekends. Your sleep schedule is not completely torn up because you're not working 12-hour shifts at night. You're working during the day like a normal person. You go to work at 7:30 on average, and you get off at around 4:30 on average. And it's very similar to the civilian life. It's very easy to adapt to it. And again, you're able to cross-train. You're able to shadow other squadrons and see firsthand with your own two eyes what people are doing daily. Hear from the people that are actually doing the job. Again, your recruiter is coming from an AFSC. Being a recruiter is not an AFSC. It's not something you can come in and, like, from BMT, you go to tech school and become a recruiter. No, it's an extra duty. It's a special assignment. They don't know what it's like to be in every single career field because they come from their own career field. They've maybe had one or two previous to that one. They've maybe had one or two career fields previous to their current career field. Being a recruiter is not an AFSC. So don't expect your recruiters to know everything about every AFSC. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's all hearsay. It's hearsay. They don't know. I had a tech sergeant from my squadron. She went to tech school to become a recruiter, and now she's in Texas somewhere being a recruiter. But she's finance. She's been finance her whole entire career. So if you ask her, about security forces, she doesn't know outside of what she, sees from her own perspective. It's all she knows finance. So why would you expect a recruiter that's coming from AFSC to know every other career field? There's 200 plus career fields. So just keep that in mind, that your recruiter is not your advisor. They're not your advisor. They're not your mentor. They are the middleman. They are the middleman to the Air Force to get what you want. So you have to go through a recruiter. There's no other way to join the Air Force outside of going through a recruiter. So, of course, you must meet their demands to a certain point, but realize their limitations. Realize their limitations, that they don't know everything. They're not your mentor. They're not there to guide you. They're not there to answer every single question. They are there to see if you're qualified to join the Air Force, and they have their own mission in mind. They have their own mission in mind. Every squadron, every unit has a mission. Finance is to pay people and to help fund the mission of the Air Force. Recruiters are there to fill positions, to fill low points, to fill career fields that need to be manned. They don't care about your ambitions. They do not care about your personal goals. They don't care. Just like you don't care about mine. Just like I don't care about yours. I'm helping. I'm providing value because I know there's a benefit to it, and there's a benefit that I get by default by giving freely. But don't expect your recruiter to care. Your recruiter does not care about you. Please know that. Your recruiter does not care about you. They don't care about your goals. They don't care about where you're trying to go in life. They don't care about that new car you want. They are there to either put you in the Air Force or disqualify you. Simple as that. So once you realize these simple concepts, you'll have a game plan. You'll know that you have to research your own. You have to research your own jobs, and you have to do the best you can. That's why, again, you come in, like, for instance, I have a friend who works in the emergency room, and she works crazy hours, and she rarely gets a lunch, and she struggles to take leave. And she spent a year in tech school. Yes, it's a very transferable job as far as being an EMT. It doesn't translate directly to the civilian world, as in like maybe a doctor would, or like a military doctor would translate directly. Being an EMT in the Air Force versus EMT in the civilian world, it's somewhat different, but it is what it is. It is what it is. But realize the difference. The difference. Like, let's say she's not happy with her career field. She has to wait. She has to wait to cross train out of that career field. But while she's in that career field, she may or may not be miserable. She may or may not be miserable in that career field. So if you're gonna have to, if you're pretty sure you won't get the career field you want, which in most cases you won't. In most cases, coming into the Air Force, you won't get the exact career field you want. It's just the nature of the recruitment process. It's the nature of the military as a whole. You're not guaranteed any job. So if you're pretty sure you're not going to get your desired career field, choose something simple. Realize that your recruiter cannot make you choose any career field. Your recruiter, again, cannot make you choose any career field. They are there to help coerce you, to help guide you to certain career fields, to help, kind of put your focus on certain career fields. Now, some people coming in with certain waivers, or you may have, certain limitations, like as far as security clearance is concerned, you may be limited. But again, the recruiter cannot make you put down security forces. They can't make you list this. You are to list jobs that you qualify for and jobs you want. Simple as that. That's it. The ASVAB unlocks jobs as far as giving you access to more career fields. And then the MEPS process either disqualifies you from specific jobs or the military as a whole. And that's just simply putting it. So keep those things in mind when you go in the recruitment process, that you have control, you have power, you're not powerless. But realize the limitations of both yourself, because again, you are going after what the military is to offer you. At the point of joining, you don't have any options. When you're in the recruitment process, you don't have any options, because you're going after what they have. They have the leverage. But when you have the right mindset, you know how to finagle, and get what you want during the process, realizing that you have something they want, but they also have something you want. So you have to, keep your hand close to heart. Don't show your cards all up front. That's why I always emphasize, when you go into the recruitment process, to listen. MEPS, listen. Don't talk so much. Let the recruiter talk. They're going to ask you questions, but don't talk so much. Answer the question, but don't talk so much. Don't give everything away. Now, if there's something that may keep you from joining, if there's something that can be brought up at MEPS or in the FBI background check that may get you disqualified, then disclose it. But timing is everything. The first conversation with a recruiter should not be where you spill the entire bucket of beans. No, use wisdom. Listen more than you speak. These things will get you through life a lot smoother than people that just go off randomly and you run to the recruiter. Hey, I got this tattoo, and I used to have depression, and I take pills, but I don't take it no more, and they're documented, but I don't take pills no more, and no. I made a video on how you should behave with a recruiter, how you should approach a recruiter, how you should dress when you're interacting with a recruiter professionally, as a grown adult, as a person on a mission. The unknown makes people nervous, and that's the aura that you want to give to your recruiter. You don't want to come off as just being an open book. You want to come in, professional. I know what I want. I don't have, a ton of baggage, even though you may have a ton of baggage. That's not the impression you want to give. The worst position in a unit is to be the little brother, the little, the little raggedy child that everybody kicks around. No, I'm an adult. If you're going to address me, you're going to be professional. You can call me by my name. It's not son or little bro or bruh. No, if you outrank me, you will address me as Airman Isaiah or Isaiah, because I'm an adult. And the respect I demand it comes from my reaction and my decision making, and then your reaction to me is how it's based off what I am and who I am and how I present myself. A lot of people show up to the recruiter in shorts and tank tops, and that's fine. But when a recruiter treats you a certain way based off how you present yourself, don't be surprised. But if you show up in a nice button up, nice pair of slacks or khakis, or nice pair of jeans, nice pair of Sperry's or boats or whatnot, I'm not telling you how to dress, but you get the point. There's a certain way that the recruiter will interpret your presence, interpret your presentation, and that will go a long way as far as him trying to, or she trying to coerce you in certain ways or certain decision making. No, I never had an issue. A lot of people comment about how they have issues with recruiter trying to put them in certain career fields or force them to be security forces. I've never had any of those problems. None. I had zero of those problems. One of the reasons why was because I immediately brought up the point that I had active duty Air Force recruiter as a mentor help guiding me through this process. So my recruiter knew that I have somebody in my back pocket that knows what you know. So you're not going to tell me anything and get away with it, because I'm going to verify your information. And so with knowing that, and also presented myself properly as a grown adult man, I'm not your little brother. I'm not your little, like, some dude off the street that you're just going to tell anything. No, I'm going to verify it. I'm going to do my own research. I'm going to work. So yeah, that's the video. I try to cover the most common issues I get in a lot of comments and DMs, but hopefully you can get some value from this. Hopefully you can kind of apply this to your own recruitment process or whatever you're going through currently. Yeah, that's the video. Say what's good to your boy. Got any questions, comments, concerns, hit me up. Second last day on vacation. I got another full day tomorrow. I leave Florida tomorrow at 9 p.m. around there, and I get to DC around 11. So I'm gonna enjoy these last 2 days and back to the grind. I'm excited. Back to the grind. Say what's good to your boy.